Good morning, Chicago Cubs fans, and welcome back to another edition of Cubs Daily. My name is Steven Ryan. We're going to review the game yesterday. Cubs win 3-1 and take another opener in the series. Taillon pitches extremely well, and I think the Cubs have found their third baseman. We'll break that down all here and more, but thank you everyone who has liked the videos, who has subscribed to the channel. We've been on an absolute surge. The road to 1,000 begins here. We just passed 100. Let's keep on churning. Let's keep the breaks going. Share, like, subscribe. I appreciate everyone who has hopped into the comments. So let's hop into it, ladies and gentlemen. The Cubs win 3-1 yesterday in what you would think was more of a sweat than you would want to be, especially against the Colorado Rockies, who are 9-45 entering into today's game and are on a historic pace. And I mean historic. They are projected to finish 78 games out of first place and 59 games out of fourth place. Now, the NL West is absolutely stacked. You got the Dodgers, Padres, Giants, and Diamondbacks. All those teams are vying for playoff spots. But yes, the Rockies are abysmal. So when you see a matchup like this, you really just want your team to come in and just blow the doors off of them. But again, yesterday was an emotional victory. You can't drop 11 plus runs every single game. But the Cubs did get the job done. The pitching staff did its job. Everyone did a great job today. Again, 3-1. Not the most impressive victory, I would say, but a good quality. A win's a win, okay? Technically speaking, the Rockies are a Major League Baseball team. They do have some good young talent. Now, the pitching, a little bit to be desired for. But either way, the Cubs fought through the malaise of yesterday, the early return time and start time at 1:20 back at Wrigley on a Monday, Memorial Day Monday, and they found a way to get it done. Again, I'm not boasting, I'm not bragging that we're beating the Rockies. It's about finding ways to win when you don't have your best stuff. The wind was blowing in yesterday, and the Cubs did just that. So, Cubs get a good start today. They're off 3-1. One more win and we win the series, but I would like to sweep the Rockies. The Rockies are not, they just don't have it. They did stink this year. They're not even going to get the number one pick because they don't even allow that anymore. So let's get another victory today, but let's talk about yesterday. Taillon with a quality start. He went 6 1/3. He had 7 Ks, no walks. He did the job. He did give up a home run. There's been a lot of talk on the radio around here and Twitter talking about Taillon and him not doing that well. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you guys. We don't support him offensively in the sense of like we do other pitchers, right? We seem to just score in bunches for a lot of other pitchers on our staff. But unfortunately, it seems like Taillon gets the brunt end of that, and we always seem to only give him 1 or 2 runs. But we were able to give him enough today, got him another win. Taillon has been a very steady arm for the staff, and we are going to need him to be steady here going forward, especially as Steele and Shota are on the IL. It's going to be up to Taillon and Boyd to lead this staff to get us back to healthy. Now, the Cubs could make a trade here in July, but again, July is still a month and a half. I mean, it's a little over a month away. And again, the trade deadline is at the end of July, so it's close to 2 months away. So we have to find a way to survive in advance. And we got Taillon on the bump. He did a fantastic job yesterday. And again, the bullpen, who has had maybe the best ERA in baseball over the past 8 games or so. Again, I know the competition, but it's about developing confidence. If you guys remember last year specifically, the Cubs had one of the worst bullpens in April and May, and then June 1st happened, everything turned around. The bullpen was solid again. Now, we have the offense to match that. So hopefully, the bullpen gets it figured out. Palencia gets another save. I think Palencia personally has the goods to be our closer. Again, 100-mile-per-hour fastball, wicked off-speed stuff. He's just developing, ladies and gentlemen. He's developing into something, and he's figuring out his role. Again, Cubs go get another arm in the bullpen. It really does solidify things. Drew Pomeranz did his job again yesterday. Fantastic job by the staff, completely holding this Rockies offense to 1 run. Again, a solo shot by Moniak, former number 1 overall pick a few years back. So, Taillon does the job. Again, you hold a team to 1 run. You need to win those ball games, and the Cubs did just that. Another thing I think we learned yesterday is that we found our third baseman. The Cubs have done it again. We had 2 glaring weaknesses going into this season. We needed a star bat, and we needed a third baseman. Third base has been a rotating door pretty much the whole year. We gave Matt Shaw a shot. Obviously, the major leagues were just a little too much to begin. So we had to see his film, adjust his swing, and I think Matt Shaw has figured it out offensively. Again, he drew another walk yesterday. The dude has an incredible eye, and if he's batting 8th or 9th in this lineup, that is trouble for the National League. And then yesterday, the defensive plays at third were just absolutely impressive. Ranging to his left, ranging to his right, throwing across his body, the whole 9 yards. The Cubs have their third baseman, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be Matt Shaw. We just have to go with the growing pains of his rookie season. But that's great news, because now the Cubs' sole focus going into this trade season needs to be pitching. Pitching, pitching, pitching. We can't say that enough around here. Once the Cubs can get that figured out, this could be a complete team. And if they catch a hot fire in October, they could go on and win the World Series. But I can't say enough good things about Matt Shaw ever since he's been called back up from AAA Iowa. He is finding the range. He's going the other way with the ball. Again, his eye has been absolutely impeccable. He scored the go-ahead run yesterday off the RBI single by Kyle Tucker. So again, he got that off a walk. So kudos to Matt Shaw with a great eye. And again, he's able to flip that lineup around batting 8th or 9th and can allow those run producers at the top of the lineup to drive him in. So excellent to see on that front. The Cubs are slowly, piece by piece, putting this team together, and we are now 12 games above 500. That is the first time since the Cubs have been 12 games above 500 before June since, you guessed it, 2016. What happened in 2016? I think we all know. I don't need to repeat it. We won the World Series. But I digress. Doesn't mean we're going to win the World Series. There are definitely some things the staff needs to figure out, and then we can start talking about winning that. Last but not least, we have Game 2 tonight at the Friendly Confines, 7:05 start. If you guys do go to Cubs games, I do want to let you know that during the school year, the Cubs start at 6:40 because they do live in a neighborhood. Lakeview High School, I believe, is right around the corner from Wrigley. So they start at 6:40. Once school is out, the game starts at 7:05. So 7:05 Central Time, Wrigley Field. Cade Horton is going for his 3rd Major League start, 4th Major League appearance. And I love this game, this matchup for him. It's hopefully going to be a confidence booster for him. The Rockies, again, they just don't have a strong roster. And hopefully he can get a lot of confidence, lots of swing and misses, which he's been showing every single time he pitches so far in the big leagues, which is exactly what you want to see from the young kid. And then hopefully, the offense can continue to battle and get right. And if you're a betting man, Cubs -1.5 should be very, very doable in this situation. So, again, Cubs Game 2 tonight, 7:05. Make sure you guys have your dinner ready. Enjoy the show. Cubs, again, should win, but it is baseball. You never truly know what's going to happen on that field. You never know who you're going to lose to. I mean, the Yankees lost to this Rockies team last weekend. The Dodgers lost to the Marlins. The Cubs got walked off by the Marlins, etc., etc. You can't win every single game, but you got to battle complacency in this situation, and you got to take care of business against the Rockies. There's just no doubt about it in my mind. So that's going to do it for Cubs Daily today, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate everyone who's liked, subscribed, and commented on the videos. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great rest of your day. Go Cubs, go!